Stop. Right here. Right now. Pause. Whatever you're doing, stop scrolling. Stop rushing. Stop distracting yourself. Close the extra tab. Silence the noise around you. And just be here for a moment. Because something sacred is happening in this very breath. This isn't random. This isn't coincidence. This isn't just another piece of content you stumbled across. This is a divine interruption. You didn't just end up here by accident. Every click, every move, every moment today has led you right here, right now. And whether you're ready or not, this message is for you. Not for the millions, not for the crowd, not for someone else. For you. The one whose eyes are reading these words at this exact moment. And if you truly listen, if you allow these words to reach past your mind and into your soul, this could be the night everything changes. I know something about you, not because I know your name or your story, but because I know the weight people carry when they've been fighting battles for too long. You've been carrying invisible chains that no one else can see. You've been holding back tears at night when the world thinks you're asleep. There are days when even getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. There are mornings when you wake up and feel like you're already exhausted before the day begins. You smile when people ask how you're doing. You say, "I'm fine," when deep down you're breaking apart. You laugh at jokes while your soul whispers, "I'm tired. I can't keep pretending." And yes, you've prayed, but not always with fancy words. Sometimes it was just a sigh into the darkness, just a whisper. Does anyone see me? Does anyone care? Does my pain matter? And tonight, finally, the answer comes. The one who spoke galaxies into existence. The one who painted sunsets across the sky. The one who breathed life into your lungs before your mother even held you. That same God has been waiting for this exact moment to interrupt your life with a message. He saw every tear you cried. He counted every sleepless night. He heard every silent cry that you thought dissolved into nothing. And now he whispers, "Enough. Enough pain. Enough silence. Enough chains. Tonight is the beginning of your breakthrough." Don't dismiss this. Don't tell yourself, "This is just another video, just another voice, just another distraction." No, the words you're hearing right now are alive. They carry weight. They carry presence. They carry power. This isn't entertainment. This isn't ordinary. This is encounter. You are standing at the doorway of a sacred appointment that will divide your life into two chapters, before this moment and after this moment. God knows the weight you've been carrying. He knows about the bills piling up, the numbers in your account that never seem enough. He sees the job you hate but can't walk away from. He sees the loneliness of scrolling through your phone, watching other people live lives that look so much better than yours. He sees the guilt you carry from mistakes you can't seem to erase. And yet, he also sees something you've forgotten. He sees your potential. He sees the greatness still locked inside you. He sees a destiny so much bigger than this struggle. And tonight, he couldn't let you miss this message. Because the truth is, the enemy of your soul has been working overtime, whispering lies in your weakest moments. You're not enough. You'll always be broke. You'll always be broken. No one cares. Nothing will ever change. But tonight, those lies are being destroyed. Because the truth is, you are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not invisible. The same God who parts seas and moves mountains knows your name, your battles, your pain. And he is moving now. There are rare moments in life when heaven opens, when the veil between the natural and the divine becomes thin, when the impossible suddenly becomes possible. This is one of those moments. This is your burning bush, your Damascus road, your divine interruption. But here's the truth. These windows don't stay open forever. They require recognition. They require response. They require faith. And right now, this exact second, heaven is waiting for your yes. You can feel it already, can't you? That stirring in your chest, that quickening in your spirit, that voice whispering, "This is for me. This is my moment." That's not emotion. That's not coincidence. That's the Spirit of God, confirming, yes, this is yours. Everything you've been through wasn't wasted. The betrayals, the failures, the nights you thought would crush you. They weren't punishment. They were preparation. Desperation created hunger, and hunger made space for the miraculous. If your life had been easy, you wouldn't be here right now, open, ready, desperate for change. But your pain cracked your heart wide open, so that now, finally, God's glory can pour into every empty space. The enemy told you, "You're too broken." God says, "I heal the broken." The enemy told you, "You've made too many mistakes." God says, "My mercy rewrites your story." The enemy told you, "You're unworthy." God says, "I chose you before the foundation of the world." So here's the question that changes everything. Will you trust? Will you release the control you've been gripping so tightly? Will you step out of fear and into faith? Yes, it feels scary. Yes, it feels risky. But what if the very thing you're afraid to let go of is the very thing keeping you trapped? This breakthrough isn't just about you. It isn't just about your bills being paid, or your heart being healed, or your peace being restored. It's bigger than that. Your healing will heal others. Your breakthrough will birth breakthroughs. Your testimony will spark faith in people who thought hope was dead. That's why the enemy fought so hard to keep you from this moment. That's why God interrupted your night with these words. And the transformation won't be private. Your family will see it. Your friends will feel it. Even strangers will notice a light in you that wasn't there before. You will walk with a new confidence, a new peace, a new authority. Not because you suddenly became perfect, but because you finally surrendered, and heaven filled the empty spaces. So, here's what I want you to do right now. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel the presence surrounding you. Feel the peace washing over your restless mind. And whisper this from your heart. "Father, I surrender. I give you my pain, my past, my fears, and my future. I trust you. I believe you love me. I receive my breakthrough tonight. Amen." If you spoke those words, even quietly, even trembling, something shifted. The atmosphere around you changed. Angels were released on your behalf. Chains snapped. Doors unlocked. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Your story is about to unfold in ways you never imagined. Financial provision from unexpected places. Healing in relationships you thought were gone forever. Peace in your mind, where anxiety used to live. Strength in your body, where weakness had been. And above all, a sense of destiny, a knowing that you were born for more, and that more is starting now. Never forget this moment. When doubt tries to creep back in, remember. When circumstances try to tell you nothing changed, remember. When people question your transformation, remember. This wasn't emotion. This wasn't coincidence. This was encounter. This was God reaching into your story and saying, "You are mine," and everything changes now. You are not the same person who pressed play. You are not the same soul who started reading. You have been touched, transformed, empowered. Go forward now with confidence, because your breakthrough has begun, and your best, your brightest, your most miraculous days are still ahead of you. Listen closely, Because what I'm about to say isn't theory. It isn't a story for someone else. It's the reality of your own soul right now. For too long, you've been walking through life on autopilot. Waking up, going through the motions, carrying the weight of yesterday into today, and convincing yourself that maybe this is just the way things will always be. But deep down, you know that can't be true. Because something inside you refuses to die, even when you've been surrounded by disappointment. That's why you felt restless. That's why you've been dissatisfied with the way things are. That's why nothing in the world could fill the emptiness, not the money you've earned, not the relationships you've chased, not the distractions you've drowned yourself in. Because your soul wasn't designed for mediocrity. You weren't born to just survive. You were created to live with power, with purpose, with abundance overflowing from your life. And yet, you've been playing small, hiding your light under the weight of fear, pretending you're fine when you know you're not, accepting less than you deserve because somewhere along the line you believed the lie that this was all you were worth. But tonight, something is shifting. The voice of truth is calling you higher, louder than the doubts, stronger than the fear. You have dreams you buried because life convinced you they were impossible. But they're not dead. They're only sleeping, waiting for this very moment to be awakened. That book you wanted to write, that business you wanted to start, that life you wanted to live, they're still inside you, waiting for the courage to rise. You've told yourself, not now, too many times. But heaven is saying, the time is now. Listen, your past does not get to define your future. Every mistake, every failure, every scar, they've been shaping you, molding you, preparing you for what's about to unfold. You are not disqualified. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for the breakthrough that's about to happen. I know you've been tired. I know you've been carrying questions that have no answers. But even in your exhaustion, there's a fire inside you that hasn't gone out. That fire is your destiny. That fire is your calling. And tonight, that fire is being fanned into flames. Don't let the voice of fear trick you anymore. Fear says, stay where you are. Faith says, step forward. Fear says, what if you fail? Faith says, what if you fly? Fear says, you're not ready. Faith says, you were born ready. This is more than motivation. This is more than inspiration. This is transformation. You are standing at a turning point, and the choice is yours. Stay where you've been, or step into who you were always meant to be. You've been waiting for a sign, and this is it. You've been waiting for confirmation, and this is it. You've been waiting for the moment when you knew it was time to rise, and that moment has arrived. So stand up inside yourself, straighten your shoulders, breathe in this truth. You are chosen, you are capable, you are destined for more than the life you've been living. And the world is waiting, yes, the world for the light you've been hiding. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are right on time for the miracle that is about to unfold in your life. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine this with me. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and instead of that heaviness pressing on your chest, there's a lightness in your spirit. Instead of dread about the day ahead, there's an energy running through your veins. You open your eyes, and for the first time in a long time, you don't feel trapped by yesterday. You feel free. Picture yourself walking into the world not with fear, not with insecurity, not with the weight of old failures, but with a boldness that shocks even you. People look at you differently because there's something glowing in your eyes. They sense a shift. They can't explain it, but they know you've changed. And the truth is, you have. Imagine looking at your bank account and not feeling panic. Imagine seeing abundance flow in from places you never even expected. No more counting pennies. No more holding your breath at the checkout line. No more sleepless nights, wondering how you'll make it. Instead, there's provision, more than enough, overflowing into your hands. Not because you hustled harder, but because favor found you. Imagine your relationships healed, restored, whole. That friend you thought was gone forever reaches out. That family member you were at war with shows up at your door, not with anger, but with tears, ready to make peace. The loneliness that used to echo inside of you is replaced with connection so real, so strong, it feels like a miracle every time you experience it. Now picture your health. The exhaustion that once weighed you down lifts off of you. Your body feels strong again, alive again. Energy returns, strength returns. Vitality flows back into your bones. You walk into rooms not dragging your feet, but with a stride that says, I am alive, I am whole, I am ready. And deeper still, imagine your purpose. Imagine knowing exactly why you're here. No more wandering through life, no more asking, what's the point? You wake up each day with clarity. You know your calling. You know your assignment. And when you step into it, doors open, opportunities appear, and resources align like they were waiting for you all along. This isn't fantasy. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the life that begins when you stop holding yourself back. This is what becomes possible when you stop agreeing with fear and start agreeing with faith. I need you to see yourself there, because the truth is, your imagination is the canvas of your future. What you see inside, you'll begin to live outside. If you only replay the pain of yesterday, you'll keep reliving it. But if you start to visualize the breakthrough of tomorrow, you'll begin to step into it. So tonight, dare to dream again. Dare to picture a life so beautiful, so free, so abundant that it almost scares you. Dare to see yourself not as you've been, but as you could be. Because heaven is ready to paint that very picture into your reality. You don't need to figure out how it will happen. You don't need to map out every step. You just need to believe long enough to say yes. Believe long enough to take one step. Believe long enough to let go of what's behind you so your hands are free to receive what's ahead. This is the life waiting for you. A life that doesn't just lift you out of survival, but pulls you into significance. A life that doesn't just comfort you, but calls you into greatness. A life where your scars become your story, your wounds become your wisdom, and your past becomes the proof that nothing is too broken for redemption. And when you step into that life, people around you will notice. They'll ask what changed. They'll wonder what happened. And your answer will be simple. I finally believed. I finally said yes to the call that's been waiting for me all along. The choice is still yours. You can keep imagining a small life, or you can start claiming a big one. You can stay chained to fear, or you can walk into freedom. But don't miss this moment. Don't let the door close while you're still debating. Because right now, in this exact moment, heaven is holding out the keys to your new beginning. And all you have to do is take them. There's something you need to understand. Your life is bigger than you. Your breakthrough isn't just a gift for your own comfort. It's a spark meant to ignite a chain reaction that will touch people you may never even meet. Every step you take forward pulls someone else with you. Every door you walk through holds the possibility of opening doors for others. Your courage becomes contagious. Your healing becomes a map for those still lost in the storm. Your victory becomes proof that impossible things are possible. Think about it. How many people are silently watching you right now? Friends, family, co-workers, strangers on the edge of giving up. They may never say it, but they're paying attention. They're wondering if change is real, if hope is still alive, if someone like them can rise again. And when they see you rise, when they see the light come back into your eyes, when they watch you walk in freedom, they'll believe it can happen for them too. This is why you couldn't quit. This is why the fight was so hard. Because the impact of your life was never just about you. Generations are tied to your decision. Entire bloodlines are waiting on you to say yes. The curses that have haunted your family, poverty, addiction, brokenness, they end with you. The story shifts here. A new chapter begins with your name at the top. And maybe no one ever told you this before, but you're not ordinary. You've always known it deep down. That's why you felt out of place in shallow conversations. Why mediocrity never satisfied you. Why you've carried a hunger inside you that nothing in the world seemed to fill. You weren't designed to blend in. You were created to stand out, to lead, to blaze a trail where no one else had the courage to walk. When you rise into your calling, it won't just change your bank account. It won't just heal your heart. It will shift atmospheres. Your presence will change rooms. Your words will carry weight. Your very existence will become a testimony of what grace can do when a willing heart says yes. Can you see it? Children who haven't even been born yet will walk in freedom because you refuse to stay in chains. Families will gather around tables with joy and abundance because you broke the cycle of lack. Communities will thrive because you decided to step into your purpose. This is bigger than survival. This is legacy. And here's the miracle: you don't need to have it all figured out to start. You don't need every detail mapped. You don't need permission from the world to rise. The only permission you need is the one you give yourself. To finally believe, to finally act, to finally step into the version of you that's been waiting, hidden beneath fear and doubt all along. Life will never look the same again, because when you awaken to who you truly are, nothing around you can stay unchanged. Darkness has to move when light enters the room. Chains have to fall when freedom walks in. Scarcity has to bow when abundance arrives. And you, yes, you are the carrier of that light, that freedom, that abundance. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter how broken your past has been. You are the turning point. You are the answer to prayers others haven't even spoken yet. So hear me clearly: the days of hiding are over. The days of shrinking are over. The days of doubting yourself are over. It's time to rise, not just for your sake, but for everyone who's waiting on your courage to give them permission to hope again.